And here's to hoping we survive to level 27, folks. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get a peek at what that final spell slot has in store for us, eh? Okie dokie, let's begin with the classics here. Try to clear our way through to our actual Zot entrance, seeing as how this has got to be it. I mean, it's not even just a suppose so type thing at this stage in the game, seeing as how it's the only part of the floor that's left unexplored, but you know how it is. Still like to pretend that we're, you know, an intelligent detective instead of just following the most baseline of common sense available, though even that can be something incredible. I've always been a fan of the phrase that the funny thing about common sense is that it's not so common, because everyone has a different idea as to what exactly common sense entails. I got 2 less useful spells out of the way. Just hope I don't get Discord. I think you already got it. I did already get Discord. Yay! So, not only do we just get to hope that it doesn't happen, we get to live in the dread that it has already happened. But we'll see what we get for the level 9. Again, it's in the same vein as all my recent runs on Djinni have been. So, not feeling too shocked about it, and I like to moan and complain, but it's really not the end of the world, and it's nice to have some utility spells at the very least to kind of supplement the rest of it. We have Vile Clutch, we have a giant cactus. That's all it takes. Worst option is MCC maybe, but you don't know. And yeah, fortunately, I think we're guaranteed a level 9. Again, we do have to survive to 27, so there is that to account for, but we're at least guaranteed a level 9 spell. Trying to think of what's a useless level 9 spell. There's still a translocations level 9, is there? Or are they all level 8? I'm trying to think of, like, disjunction, I think, is 8. My brain cannot come up with the other one. It's not Discord, it's Disjunction and Dispersal, both of which I think are less than 9. There we go. Thank you, Thalfon. Throwing me a safety line here. Our possible spells: Chain Lightning, Death's Door, which we already have, Dragon's Call, Firestorm, Polar Vortex, and Shatter. So all those seem alright. Dragon's Call, kind of interesting on a Djinni. Drains health, but brings in friends. I am hoping, like, Shatter would be wonderful. Chain Lightning, please no. It's not horrible, maybe. I haven't really used it much. I think, did we use that on one of our recent characters? Like, someone near the end of the Great Player series? I know we used Conjure Ball of Lightning for the first time, and that was very interesting. Not sure if Chain Lightning has seen the light of day yet. The Chain Lightning would pair with Clutch to hit flying dudes and ghosts. Okay, yeah. Does it... Actually, how so? Just because it deals extra damage to them? Or it grounds them and then deals extra damage? Because unfortunately, Vile Clutch doesn't do so hot against ghosts. But we'll see how it goes as we get closer and closer to that point in the game here. Also, as I smack the table with my mini, Clutch doesn't hit flying or incorporeal. Okay, yes, that's what you're going for. And then Chain Lightning does. So it gives us the double whammy option. I see what you mean. But okie dokie. Where do we wish to go? If we want to hit level 27 sooner rather than later, then I guess we probably do want to go through Elf. Which I'm not against. We could go there first, then blitz our way through Slime for the 3rd rune, and then it's just nothing but Zot till the cows come home. I'm hoping at this stage Elven Halls will be a bit of a breeze as well. Have decent elemental resistances, not the best willpower, I guess, but in Necro form we have 3 pips, so that's good enough. If I care about XP more than items, maybe the safe half of Crypt. So my one concern about Crypt is the whole ghosts thing. Because we don't have a lot of good source of damage. I mean, we have Necromutations, so, you know, the flip side is that they also don't have a lot of good damage options for us here. So I lean completely out of camera, trying to get my leg under me. So, I don't know, it'll just be a battle of attrition at the end of the day, I guess. I wouldn't mind items as well, though. If I could get a condenser vein out of this, then color me a happy camper. So maybe I'll just turn on fighting and spellcasting, and let's see how it goes here if we just kind of blitz our way through, shall we? So I'm immediately shoved around and bullied into a corner, you sons of guns. Yeah, you can see that being annoying even if not dangerous, for sure. What background was this? Fire Elementalist, I believe. Just looking at the selection of spells that we have in our book, I do feel pretty safe in assuming that this was a Fire Elementalist start. Kind of the most classic of starts for a Djinni character. Excuse me. Okay, you fly, my friends. Unfortunately, we cannot reach out and grab you. But that's fine. That's what all the zombie pals are for. Fantastic. And there we go. Something a bit more tangible that we can sink our teeth into with the Earth Elementalist. And let's try to get a couple more elf friends to our side, shall we? While running the risk of getting ourselves horribly mutilated in the process. So, such is always the risk we weave, I guess, in DCSS. But okie dokie. Let's just smash our way through most of Elf. Really shouldn't have too much of a care about anything here, at least until we get a little bit later into the floors. Seeing as how Elf 3 could go very smoothly or could go horribly wrong. We can, again, at least grab folks, walk away from anything too horrifying. But there's a lot of damage potential in those final sections of the branch here. So let's see how it all goes down, shall we? Reach out and grab you, reach out and grab all of you while we're at it. Okay, BBC, incredible work. Generally manages to kill things in a couple of turns if we just keep holding on for dear life. So that's not too shabby. Definitely reach out and grab you, my friend. Perfect. I mean, most of our army is gone because there's... I mean, the fact that one of our advantages is how squishy all of our enemies are also kind of translates into how squishy all of our friends will be. Seeing as how we are doing our best to transition any foes to friends over the course of our journey. But that's fine, you son of a gun. I hate mimics. Oh, you fools. I like the chest kind, I should say. That's just exciting, and that's like a loot box where you never know what you're going to get, and only this time it includes the potential for death even. How exciting. Exhilarating even. But when it's just a fake shop that, you know, you're looking to do some good old business, then it's a real crying shame at the end of the day. Okay, but let's reach out and grab these kidlywinks real quick. Beautiful. And there we go. The last while on the floor here, going a bit more down the expected route, not too shabby whatsoever. Hey Brain, how's it going? How has your weekend been? How was your Sunday so far? Always lovely to see you, of course. Oh, definitely reach out and grab you, my friend. And there we go. Not too shabby. And where does that leave us? Yeah, not great experience. Specifically on the spellcasting side of things. I guess if we look at our failure rate, I mean, it's looking pretty nice. And coming down as well. So that's a decent combination for sure. Been good and have tomorrow off as well. Nice. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to having the day off tomorrow on my end. We'll see. I always like to think that I'll use it to be a productive member of society, but no promises. I was at least decently productive today to kind of safeguard against the fact that I might just be a completely lazy bum tomorrow, but we'll see. It'll be nice regardless to be able to take it a bit easier here. Ooh, what the heck is even that? A fancy bardiche. Lovely. Oh, excuse me. Glad I managed to mute right before the sneeze came through. I almost completely missed out on the opportunity. Would have given all of you the pleasure of getting absolutely deafened by a sudden, extreme sneeze, but not too shabby. A polar... You cannot be a real polar bear, right? I thought they didn't exist in this habitat. This is not your natural state of being. Who knows? Maybe magical polar bears in the world of Stone Soup work on slightly different rules of existence. You never really know. And you know what? Let's reach out and grab you. Let's start getting some zombies to my side while we're in the mix of things here, if at all possible. Again, they don't exactly live for very long, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Just because they're short-lived doesn't mean the friendship isn't worth it. As any immortal being of power will gladly let you know. And not too shabby here. Let's just finish off the last little bit of the level. There's something so freeing about just being able to spam spells incessantly as a Djinni. You know, with the slight risk that I may or may not get myself killed in horrible fashion, but, you know, putting that aside, ignoring that possibility, it's pretty fun stuff, all things considered. Cactus Giant, could we take care of this thing right in front of me, please? Could we focus for once in our gosh darn lives? Get on the same page, maybe form a real partnership instead of this this one-way street that we've been living on all this time. Could be nice. Reach out and grab all of you. Holy moly, that's quite the selection we have. But not too shabby. I'm guessing those were largely shapeshifters. Just gut instinct and all of that. Smash our way through though. No real issues remaining here. Not too shabby. And that should be most of our floor. Not going to bother whatsoever with the Hall of Blades. Not even a little bit interested. There we go. Okay, how was that? Slightly better. If we take a look in at our spells, come down another 6% already. And now that we've cleared this far, I feel like we might as well do Elf 3 just to see what kind of treasures we get. Again, I'm looking for a condenser vein. I'm looking for some artifact rings. I don't know how we've managed to get solid resistances. Less so now, but more so, you know, when we're in Lich form and at full power. Looks pretty good across the board. But yeah, we're still wearing one pretty basic ring, pretty basic necklace, so here's to hoping Elf 3 solves all of my problems in life. Let's do this. Reach out and grab you, my friend. Not too shabby. And perfect. See which ending we get here. I feel like we've been getting the castle an awful lot as of late. So that's what I'm expecting to see. But I'd love to be a wee bit surprised. You know, keep things slightly on the interesting side. I prefer definitely the large kind of stone-walled arenas that you can find for your final section. Little more under control than the fort, rather. Oh gosh. Oh, hi Mark. And all of that, of course. Well, let's just reach out and grab you, and you get a grab, you get a grab. All that good stuff. And rinse and repeat to our heart's content here. Bring back in a cactus while we're at it. 26. So we're getting there, folks. Slowly but surely. We are getting there. Another mark trap. Ooh, whoa, what the heck is this? Zombies, run! Run for your very lives! Get out of there! What the heck? Don't know if I've ever seen that special little vault before. Here we go. Okay. Master Archer, terrifying. Swords person, not that bad because of BVC. We can just keep grabbing them from beyond their mortal ken here. We should be okay. And actually, oh, if they block the way and I kill the archer behind them with some grabby hands, I think we're in business. I think that's what they call in the biz a slam dunk. Or maybe that's the thing with the hoop. Who's to say, really? Every time I say BVC, you think I'm saying PVC? Honestly, it's better than what I thought I was saying when I was cutting up my videos from last week. Apparently, I do not enunciate BVC very well. And it's all letters that sound like each other, specifically B's and V's and P's. It's just a linguistics nightmare, really, at the end of the day. English kind of dropped the ball on that one, much like English dropped the ball on a heck of a lot of things, really, at the end of the day. Everything sounds the same, nothing's clear. Just call it clutch. See, that's the ticket right there. But it's hard. I want to be cool and use the acronyms, because acronyms are cool, right, kids? Everyone knows that acronyms are cool. Let's not be crazy. I will, on the other hand, do something that I know, in fact, is actually cool, which is the wanton murder of all these elves who are just living out their days at home. Don't ask me why it's cool. Some things just are. ICUP, exactly. Funny colors. Okay, I actually don't like this. Let's put up some walls because I'm afraid of commitment. Perfect. And that should actually do most of the heavy lifting for us here. It seems, or not, as things immediately start to very, very quickly cascade out of control. Stop that. I mean, I asked you very nicely if you could stop that, sir. How much damage do you do again? Up to 60 with banishment? Oh, 16% of banishment, actually. I was obviously not talking about banishment the first time, but rather the torment. I'm guessing you max out at 62, right? And you called down, so it's actually 45, so that's slightly better. What I'm seeing is you can't one-shot me, so I am not afraid of you anymore. And let's just run back to a stairwell, shall we? Heal up before we head back in. Mushroom hater, am I? I thought I was a pretty fun guy on my own, huh? Huh? You get it? Oh, classic. Killing it again. He just doesn't miss, folks. Every joke this stream. Where's that Blasty Shroomies? Oh my gosh. Blasty Macete at some point really should be used, hey? Haven't even touched the stuff. Maybe I am a mushroom hater. Oh god. Crazy the things you realize about yourself playing DCSS. I never knew. Never knew just how horrible of a friend. Cactus. Go get him, Tiger. Or not. You did great though. Just body doubling while I did all the hard work. But hey, that's kind of fitting after how much of the heavy lifting I made my previous friends do. I'm thinking of Spellforge Servitor specifically. But let's see, Mornstar Protection, you can get out. You got both Frozen Ramparts and Noxious Bog now. That's an interesting combo. Right, because they're not antithetical to each other, right? You can use Frozen Ramparts after Noxious Bog because it's just shallow water. So that's pretty wild. Maybe some potential, nobody can get away from your damage. Also, I don't know why I'm arguing in my head if they can be on top of each other, because they can't. That's not how Noxious Bog works, Torinski. you dum-dum. But I see, yeah, you kind of have the whole square covered now, though, because if they're next to the walls, they're frozen, and if they're not, well, do I have a swamp to sell you, my friend? Oh, that's a fun one. Let me know how it goes. Ooh, an un-ID'd potion? There's such a thing? Either berserk or experience? Well, you know what that means then. Chug-a-lug. Yeah, okay. I had a sneaking suspicion that was that. Yeah, exactly. Telefon, yeah. My brain had completely forgotten that at first. So it's either XP or you're gonna be angry about it? Exactly. And I'm all out of XP. Would have been nice, actually. I kind of forgot that that was our whole reason for coming down here. But hey, it's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. Let's drop Wand of Flame for the Box of Beasts. Manual of Conjurations. I mean, it's quite useless, but it's a good read. So we'll snap that bad boy up, and let's see what else we get here, shall we? File Floods, we're already good in that department, thank you kindly. Condenser Vein, I'm good. I do see a Magic Ring. Strength +9, Int +6. Otherwise, kind of useless. It's funny how different runs can have such different expectations for what they're looking for in something like this. Specifically, I have a Demon Spawn character on my laptop that I've been running through ziggurats with. Not super deep, like 6 or 7. But for most of the run, rather than having like these nice ego rings with all these resistances, they've just been wearing like something that's essentially just the first 2 of these. Strength +9 and +6. And it's because I'm wearing crystal plate mail, or orange crystal plate rather. So basically my only goal in life was to get that wearable after not putting any points into strength over the course of an entire run. So it gets the job done, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely a wee bit strange, at least for me. I feel like so often I end up just relying on, ooh, ego's good, resistances good. But I guess life is more complicated than that. That's a takeaway we can all appreciate. But okay, 33% to next level. I think what we might do is head into slime. I think I can take the royal jelly, especially if I just create a gauntlet of oak globes. Then I still have crypt available for if I spend an absurd amount of piety up that direction. Yeah, I think I like that. So with that in mind, let us start heading towards the slime pit, shall we, folks? Well, it's not even open for business. How about that? Cactus, please. Cactus. Okay, don't like that one acid blob is slightly more to chew than I was expecting. Ooh, and this is not a great combination to walk in on. Now what's a bit of mutation between friends? Let's do it. Necromutate, I guess, actually gets rid of that. At least I would assume so. Torment immunity. Sickness immunity. Huh. How about that? Anywho, let's murder everything, shall we? Cactus Giant, go. Go, go, Gadget, Cactus Giant. It's not like constantly degenerating all of our stats is going to be that much of a better situation than the alternative. But I think we can figure it out here. Still rather that than mutations, maybe? I don't know if I actually believe that, seeing as how I actually have quite a few potions to get away from mutation. Oh gosh. Okay, you're 110 max damage, right? Oh, that doesn't actually save me. I was thinking that I could step through the briars, but they don't swap places with me, which means this buddy just steps up once more and hits me. Hate that. Come get me, Copper. Jeez Louise. Terrifying. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger. I believe in you. Actually, Death's Door probably would have been a better idea, Roga, just to save my Blink Scrolls for the future here. Whoops. But hey, here we are. I'm sure we can figure it out regardless. Let's just run to a different downstairs that ideally heads back into Lair. There we go. Forget the floor, and we can run around and find our old friends once again here, shall we? How was I dealing with you kiddos before? I guess, oh, we do have that. Yeah, that kind of does the trick, don't it? Step here so that our cactus friend is fine. Just for Vidhas's sake, I'm sure they'd appreciate us protecting our foresty pals. Okay, there we go. Perfect. After all, it went so well. I mean, we are getting really lucky with the stairs here so far, at least, so that's nice. Oops, that's not where I wanted to step. That's more like it. And just start blasting. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Again, just lucking out incredibly with the stairs placement. Love to see it. Cactus Giant, you get them or not, or they just leave us alone. That's fine, I guess. Okay, I step here. Yeah, buddy. Perfect. Guilt-free. Attacking here. Love to see it. You get reached out and grabbed, of course. Fantastic. Much, much better this time. Could just clear out all the slime floors slowly, getting blobs of XP. I guess we don't have to worry about mutation. I'm still slightly terrified of the prospect, if I'm being honest. I feel like I'm not built for slime. Way too much of a reliance on clutch at the end of the day. Okay, if you ice buddies could just both step into range, please, and thank you. Good enough for me. Fantastic. Okay. Well, there we have it, folks. Already to the end of the road here. And once again, if I just step down, I can at least help out. I'm helping. Hurrah. Try to grab you. Beautiful. And we might as well, while we're at it here, read a magic mapping. Should I just do my usual routine? I feel like I almost don't even care enough to explore the entirety of this floor. Especially since I realized, as we were making our way down here, I was making all these plans in my head for how we want to deal with the Royal Jelly. You know, Oak Club Tower Defense. Do we, like, bring out Immolation and just start blasting? Then I realized, I have Necromutation, and I have Torment Scrolls. Quite a few Torment Scrolls. That seems like it could be nice. That's something I can get behind. So I think it'll be like Torment, Immolate. See what happens? Torment, Immolate, I should say. Or Torment, sorry. I totally know what I'm doing. I'm not out of my mind, you're out of your mind. You're out of order. Don't know where my brain is going with anything. Well, let's explore the tops of any of these stairs just to make sure that we have a safe home in the case of the worst scenario. Oops, not trying to go up. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, go Cactus Giant. Or not. That's cool. You did your best, friend. You did your best. Maybe. Don't know how much I believe that. And right, we actually don't do well. I'm kind of shocked that rock slimes aren't grabbable. You know what I mean? One could imagine. But let's just keep blasting everything for now. And then, do you have anything that takes care of you? I mean, I can scorch you and blast you, I guess. That's something. It's quite literally something, at least. Not too shabby, and we'll just rinse and repeat for the rest of these sons of guns. Not too bad.